So the plaintiff moved pursuant to the CPLR, that's the Civil Practice Law and Rules 4404A, to set aside the verdict awarding him damages in this amount, as inadequate and contrary to the weight of the evidence, and asking for a new trial on damages. And in an order, the Supreme Court denied the motion. So thereafter, the court entered a judgment in favor of the plaintiff against the defendant in that total amount of like $55,000, whatever the jury gave. So then the plaintiff appealed from that order and that judgment. And then the appellate division, the appeals court, just came down this week, March 11th, and they said, look, the law is that a jury verdict on the issue of damages may be set aside as contrary to the weight of the evidence only if the evidence on that issue is so preponderated in favor of the movement that jury could not have reached its determination on any fair interpretation of the evidence. And while the amount of damages to be awarded for personal injuries is a question for the jury, and the jury's determination is entitled to great deference and respect, it may be set aside if the award deviates materially from what would be reasonable compensation. And the reasonableness of compensation must be measured against relevant precedent of comparable cases, like past cases, right? And then consideration should also be given to other factors, including the nature and the extent of the injuries. And they say under the circumstances of this case, the jury's award for past and future pain and suffering was inadequate to the extent indicated. And however, contrary to the plaintiff's argument, the award of damages for lost wages, they said, was reasonable.